Hey folks, welcome to 50 Plus Life 360. Thanks for choosing to watch our video today. We've got a special tour for you, a brand new builder here in Alabama that builds modular, mini, and tiny homes. So Mrs. Tammy's going to take you outside and show you the tour of the exterior. Then you can come back in with me and we'll go through the inside and show you this beautiful home.
Now if you're tired of mansions and rent too high, come on down where the ceilings kiss the sky. They're rolling through the country in a big old van with a GoPro, a dream, and a downsizing plan. Mrs. Tammy points, look at that storage stair. Mr. Chubby stuck in a loft with half his derriere. Mini splits humming, solar panels shine, hangover bars hang in just fine. Compost and toilets in a barn door glide. Tiny home tours, it's a wild small ride. The kitchen's got a sink, but it's 3 feet wide, and the couch folds down for a bed inside. Look at these drawers, they pull and they tuck. Mr. Chubby.
Guys, welcome back inside. I hope you noticed the 8-foot porch on the end of this home. Now, we are at 316 Tiny Homes up north of Coleman, Alabama, in a little area called Vinemont. And we're going to show you this house. This is the very first house they built. They've only been in business for 1 year, and this is the very first one. 316, they call this house the Genesis, Chapter 1. Now, some of the finishes you see in here, they've kind of strayed away from, but if you like them and you get your home built here, then you can pick the finishes you want. They're very easy to customize. They'll work with you on customization and all those things. But let's talk about this house. This house that we're showing you is a model, 14 foot 5 inches wide inside, overall length, not including the porch, 55 foot 4 inches. So that calculates to just over 800 square foot, or right at 800 square foot. Plus we get a small loft in here, and we'll talk about the loft towards the end of the video. I'm in the living space. This living room is, again, going to be 14 foot 5 wide, and it's a little flexible in the length. I'm going to call it 12 foot 6 to this island. But let's talk about this living room. You've got this, how do you say this? Farm style look. This house cathedrals this way in the ceiling, and the rest of the house cathedrals that way. So in the living room, it's an opposite cathedral, but our ceiling heights get about 10 foot 3 inches. 10 foot 8 inches in the center. And on the edges, as you go through the rest of the house, that's about 7 foot 2. We got a 5-blade ceiling fan, 52 inch. We've got 3 recessed lights here, LED. And we get all these windows in here that are very easily, if you don't like all the windows, you can put blinds on them. You can curtain them, whatever you'd like. But it's farm style look with the big window up top, the 2 windows down on the side. You've got your large, wide shiplap, that's 8-inch shiplap, and your finished craftsman style moldings around. Mini split head unit right here. Now I gave this living room 12 foot 6, but that depends on you and how you move this island around. This is a 3 foot by 6 foot island. It is on wheels. So you can use this for dining. There's overhang here. There's overhang all the way across here. 1 Mr. Chubby, 2 Mr. Chubby, 3 easy Mr. Chubbies, and you could put a Mr. Chubby or 2 on each end. So you've got plenty of eating space here if you would like to use that for eating. If you don't want to use that for eating and you want to use it for kitchen counter space, roll it over wherever you would like, closer into the kitchen, further away, whatever you would want, up against the wall, in the way of the window, whatever you would want. And then you don't have to eat here. It could be more counter space, and you can put you a dinette over here. Or put you a dinette out here in the middle if you move this island up against somewhere else. It just gives you that beautiful flexibility. And this is on a finished glossed butcher block countertop. Matches your countertop over here in your kitchen. Talk about the kitchen. I gave the kitchen dining area 10 foot 10 from the edge of the island to the wall. Again, that's flexible, but overall that means you're 22, 23 feet between the kitchen and the living space. In here we've got a set of cabinets. I'm not going to talk to you too much about these cabinets. Since this was their first build, they went with sort of, let's go to Home Depot and get some cabinets, but now they've upgraded their cabinets to solid wood. So if you buy a home from them, you're going to get solid wood cabinets, but you get Cabinet above where the refrigerator is, you get the vent hood, the cabinet above that, and here is the Zany Zane inspection. This is a recirculated ventilation. It is not an exterior ventilation unless it goes through that wall. But I will see about that and try to put a note in here for you. You get a corner cabinet, you get a glass top range, and you get, that's a Samsung, you get a single bowl sink with the pull-out Springer style faucet, pump soap dispenser, base cabinet, get a Samsung matching dishwasher, and you get these cabinets, wall cabinets up here. Drawer count in the kitchen. You get a drawer here, and on this island you get 2 large drawers. Now there's a little spider in here that's been trying to bite Mr. Chubby for 15 minutes, and I'm trying to hide from him. But these are 2 3-foot cabinets here, so that's huge drawers. I mean, nearly 3-foot drawers. So plenty of space. Plenty of drawer space. 4 drawer count, but you get a ton of space. Over here, while we're here, sun shining in, show this floor. This floor is a pine tongue and groove floor. They have gone away from this, unless you would like this, just because these grooves tend to trap, dirt and grime and can be aggravating cleaning. Yes,
it really depends on if you're a Swiffy kind of girl or a Swiffy kind of guy. Swiffer would be perfect for this floor.
Yeah, or one of them little, I don't know. But if you're really clean with your feet and you always take your shoes off outside and walk in on your socks, you could get this floor. Double door out this side. Again, this home is built to modular. When you buy these homes, they build to modular standards. They do have an economy line, but their main standard is modular. So keep that in mind, guys. This is not a HUD manufactured home. This is not a tiny home on wheels certified as an RV. This is certified as a modular home, okay? We're gonna go in, let's just stop here real quick. Your cabinet or your panel box is here, 200 amp service, not where you're sleeping at, which is a great thing. You come into your hallway. This hallway clearance is 3'3", and you get a pantry. You could use it for something else if you would like, but it is right here, not too far, a few steps from your kitchen.
Notice those beautiful doors, right?
Beautiful solid wood doors. And right there is the pantry. Pantry does have its own LED light, 3 big shelves, and of course the Costco floor shelf at the bottom. Same finishes and everything. That pantry, 2'5" deep, 6'6" wide. So it's a humongous pantry. If you are a prepper, or you can, and put your, think about using that island for your canning and this pantry for putting your food up and storing it. Just be really, really nice. Now, I didn't even mention, but we're in an 800 square foot home. We get 2 bedrooms. Come here. Take a look at this. Let Mrs. Tammy take you in there. Show you around. The ceilings do come down in this bedroom. Still get your ceiling fan. The ceilings come down to about 7 foot. I think that is 7'4". Yeah. And the bedroom itself is 7'7" by 11'8" long. So it's very long. And you could easily put you a light fixture in that ceiling fan, but you're going to have a ceiling fan and a light. I'm trying to find the, well, you don't see it. But behind you, and Miss Tammy's slowly getting there, beside your window, you get a door that goes into this closet. My only drawback to this closet is wide. It is 8 foot wide. It's as wide as the room. The room's, 8 foot, 7'7", somewhere in that range. But that closet isn't hugely deep. It's 1'7" deep. So that's...
Is it wide enough for hangers?
It's really pushing it close. I mean, you have to get the smaller hanger, not the baby hangers, but you have to be real careful with the hangers you get, because look at my shirt and me sitting in here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not really going to fit really good, but it's going to be kind of tight. But remember, with a closet this big, you can kind of hang your clothes this way.
Yeah.
Tilt them just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And in this closet, your Rinnai tankless water heater. That is, I think, the biggest and the best that Renee makes as a tankless water heater.
One more thing you can do is hang your rod above the tankless water heater here, and then hang 2 rods on this side, just side to side in lieu of the other way, right, dear?
Yes, exactly.
And then in the center, if you wanted to, you could add some shelves, right?
And Mr. Chubby's going to demonstrate this window so you can see.
It's single hung, it looks like.
Single hung, but you can clean the outside like this, no problem.
On the bottom, anyway.
The bottom, yeah. And there you go. Nice windows in here, I think, anyway. And there we go. So let's move on. This home, you could sleep probably 10 people in this house. Whew, big. So as you come out of that bedroom back into the hallway, right here is where your laundry is, which is really nice for your stackable setup, pre-plumbed and wired and everything. And that, I measured it for you folks that are concerned about whether your stackable would fit in there or not. But you've got down at the bottom where the baseboards are, you've got 2'9.5" clearance. And of course, that's going to be the same here to here. 2'9.5" to be able to slide your washer dryer unit into there. As we move further, now they've got the mini split packaged here, the 2 units for the mini split, 2 exterior units for the mini split, that is, not just 1 and 2 head units. They've got 2 exterior units and 2 head units in here, and some extra paint and some other setup stuff. So ignore all that. The point of this room is this is a bunkhouse, little bunkhouse room here for 2 beds, if you would like it for your grandchildren or something like that. Now, we talk about this all the time. With a custom builder like 316 Tiny, you don't want to bunk? What else could you use here? Put a small dinette a little bit far from your kitchen.
Office.
But this would be great for an office. It'd be great for your YouTube studio. Put your computer here, big screen. You got a wire, electricity up here, electricity down here. Set up a computer, build a desk instead of building these 2 bunks. Might save you a couple bucks. Who knows? Great place for your office. Great place. But this bunk, I'll tell you again, 6 foot long. And they were going to be, wrote it somewhere, 2'8" wide. So that's space you get. Now off to the side here, to your right, to my left, is the bathroom. And I am not sure how much light we have to show this bathroom, but Mrs. Tammy gave me the thumbs up, saying it is good. That bathroom is 5'2" by 7'10". Features a 30-inch vanity right there. And then it has looks to be a standard toilet, a mirror and light there, exhaust fan, and then a tub shower combination, which is going to be 5 foot. Because the overall bathroom in and of itself is 5'2" by 7'10". Now, the only drawback some of you folks are going to say, I don't have a window in the bathroom. Well, they might be able to do something for you just above that shower, because that is an exterior wall, but you could probably add that. You get an exhaust fan, towel bars, all those fancy things, and what can I say? It's a bathroom. Wouldn't be a bathroom without a room and a bath. So let's go into the bedroom, and we'll talk about the bedroom.
You mean the other bedroom?
Yeah.
Master.
Primary, master.
Primary.
Bedroom. Yeah, master. Now, this master bedroom, huge bedroom, 10'8" by 12 foot. I'm going to close the door. We need a little WD-40 on the door hinges. Again, this home's been sitting here for a while. We got a fan here that will draw air from the mini split to help you with cooling into the bathroom and upstairs as well, I'm sure, in the loft. Your head unit is here. This is an Ozone brand. And you've got 4 doors, solid wood doors, to this closet. And I want Mrs. Tammy to take you in that closet and show you how big that closet is. You guys are always talking about tiny, tiny houses, little 400, 200, 400 square foot houses. And then the first thing you do, you like them, you like them, you like them, you watch them, you watch them, you watch them. And then the first thing you do is say, where's all the storage? Well, this is an 800 square foot house. It's not exactly in the tiny realm. I call it a mini home because it's under 1,000 square feet. Look at the storage you get. 2 foot 4 inches deep, 12 foot wide in this closet. Bunches of shelves, bunches of closet rods. You even get a space here long enough to hang your dresses that you ladies always are asking about. What do I do with my dresses? What do I do with my dresses? Right here, all this space here, 3 foot of space to hang dresses, prom dresses. If you go to the grandson and grandma prom, something like that. These rods, they didn't they didn't just lay these rods on here. They did correctly. They went under here and screwed these rods in so they don't move, and they're not going to bend and flex with all this strength that these shelves have. But nice shelving made out of solid wood, and you get 2 recessed lights inside this closet. Have I talked about a closet long enough? I think I have. But it's a lot of storage space in this house, guys. What I'm going to tell you, let's say this is your primary master bedroom. Sleep 2 here. The 2 bunks to sleep 2. And then you go into that extra bedroom, as big as it is, you can sleep 2 people there. What's that? 17? No, 6. Gotta use my fingers and toes. 6 people so far. Then you get that little bitty loft up there. You could throw a twin mattress up there and sleep a couple more youngins if you wanted to. But here's the challenge, guys. This house was built and sold to a couple, and they secured this thing for transport. They had the ladder was built to go to the loft, and right here in this section, you can see how these wood pieces are a little funny looking up here. This rail was going to come down and the ladder was going to be secured right here so they could go up to the loft. And really that loft is only probably 2.5 foot tall. Really only good for crawling around in. Great place for some extra storage, but they were ready to transport this, so they secured that all up, and then just recently all that fell through. Something happened, there's death in the family or something, and they decided not to purchase the home, so all this has been left secured, so I can't take you up, show you the loft. Maybe Mrs. Tammy might be able to extend a little bit with the arms and the camera to let you see what it looks like up there, but I'm not going to make her feel bad if she can't. But just give you an idea what that loft looks like up in there without a Mr. Chubby loft tour. There we go. And we'll just give you the final thoughts about this house. We will try our best to get you whatever information we can about this home. But I'm going to give you 316 Tiny Homes web address in our video. Oh, I'll keep forgetting about Mr. Spider. 316 Tiny Homes website in this video, in the description, as always. I'm going to give you all their information. You guys interested? If you live here in Alabama, you can contact them. If you live outside of Alabama, contact them. Let me tell you what they do with their pricing. Their pricing includes the concrete pier and cinder block, the setup on the beams, the underpinning, and it includes, if you've got your septic tank set up, you've got your power pole there, and you've got your water meter there, they hook from this house to all those utilities. So that's a big deal that they include in their price. That's a lot of work that you would generally have to pay separate contractors for. But your power would be hooked up, your septic would be hooked up, and your water would be hooked up, as long as you have the water meter, septic tank, and a power pole. So that work gets done. So think about that in this price as well, guys. Miss Tammy's looking for the spider to make sure I don't get bit. So you get that, plus you get delivery within 30 miles for free. Anything above that costs a little extra. Now, right now, we're filming in June. It's like June 2nd. We're filming in June. You guys know what fuel prices are, so the price of delivery is going up because of fuel prices. But right now, it's $12 a mile after 30 miles. So as time goes on, gas prices, fuel prices go down, you might see that ease up a little bit. You may not. No guarantees from Mr. Chubby. Couple quick things. Normally, Like I said, they've gone away from these floors unless you absolutely love them. This home has the beadboard ceiling in it. They've gone away from that and went straight to the shiplap look ceiling. But if you want the beadboard look, they can do that still as well. Normally, their homes, they don't sell them with the refrigerators. You have to buy your own refrigerator or work with them and they can buy a refrigerator and get it put in for you with the house. So as we go around, we've got several more of their homes to tour and show you. I want you to understand two things. Number one, a modular construction, built as a modular, financed as a modular, insured as a modular, all those good things. You can get a more economy line if you would like that. So you have to contact them for that. Not going to be built to that same code. So think about that if you're interested in a more economy line and you don't need modular code. So I'm going to drop you a price right here. And if I can find a floor plan, I'll put it in here. But the price, generally speaking, for their modular builds runs about $170 per square foot. So that's where their jumping off point is, guys. So I'll drop you a price in here. We're going to calculate it out for this one. And you guys, we'll see you on the next house. Thanks for watching.
But the freedom's calling, it's a gypsy's tune. Underneath the stars of the harvest moon. Mini splits haunted, solar panels shine. Hangover bars hang in just fine. Wheels on the ground, it's a dream to steer. Tiny home towards the frontier is here. No picket fences, no two-car drive. Just open road and a will to survive. The world to survive. The world to survive.